Welcome to Breck School for a great early season matchup in boys basketball as Breck, the defending Class 2A champ, takes on one of the best 3A teams around, Benilde St. Margaret's. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Greg Miller, the former Armstrong coach. And first of all, Greg, this is like one exit up Highway 100 for these teams. They haven't played in a while in boys basketball, but kind of a natural rivalry for these teams being in such close proximity.
Right, and both programs are on the rise. They've both been really, dominant in the last couple of years. And having an early season game like this is really good for the kids. It's kind of a playoff environment early in December.
For Benilde, they've started off 2-0, and that includes a good win over Shakopee. And meanwhile, Breck, 1-1. They got one of a top 10 team in Class 4A, Sauk Rapids Rice, beat them in overtime. Coach Sony was saying, we felt like we controlled maybe about 36 minutes of that game, but the overtime, we learned some lessons.
Yeah, both of these teams want to play good teams when they can in the non-conference. Some of the games they're going to play in their conference are going to be easier, so this is a great matchup for them to go against each other, test themselves. So I look for a lot of excitement tonight.
Yeah, Breck in particular has really beefed up their schedule. They've got Totino, Grace, and Wayzata coming up. Let's talk key players to look for in this game, and certainly for Benilde, a guy who a lot of people around the state are really knowing about now, Jalen Wilson.
Yeah, he's going to Northern Iowa. I know Ben Jacobson really well. He's really excited about him. Says he's a versatile player. He's really a guy who can play on the wing and go inside, and he can defend. So a player like that, you and I is really excited to get him. And he's going to be if Benilde can break through and make it to the state tournament, and they have a very tough section, he's probably going to be one of the key reasons why.
Yeah, they were oh so close last year, losing in overtime in the Section 6 3A final. And for Breck, we're going to talk about Miles Newton, who is a guy who had a really good year last year, but obviously without Daniel Freitag and Hanif Muhammad, who graduated, a little bit bigger role for him this year.
Yeah, he's taking on a leadership role. He had 18 points in the state championship game last year. He's going to score, 20 plus all year, but he's also going to have to get his teammates involved. They have a high-powered offense. They're going to, run and gun, and he's going to be the beneficiary of a wide-open court like that.
Definitely a good test for both of these teams, but also a lot of them know each other as well, and I think that makes it for a fun game too, just to kind of have a little bragging rights and learn some things about your team.
Yeah, I mean, they're a couple miles from each other. They all play AU on the best teams, so they know each other from that too. And some of them play on the same team in AU. So, yeah, it's a friendly rivalry. It's going to be a great game.
All right, Benilde St. Margaret's and Breck boys basketball up next on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Welcome back here to Breck as the crowd meeting the starters for these two teams, and it's kind of a mixture of familiar faces with new guys to the lineup for both of these teams too. Obviously, high school ball, you're graduating people every year, but definitely some familiar names that we're seeing out here too, Greg.
When you have a team that makes it to the state tournament in the section final, you're happy when you have as many guys back as they have. So they are thinking big things. Both of these are potential state championship teams.
And I was talking to Coach Sony about, just their schedule is, and he said, yeah, we just felt like we needed to upgrade the non-conference area. There's Coach Sony, and just we want to get into habits of playing good teams and being challenged, and where you might lose some of them, and that's okay too. And that's what he felt like against Sauk Rapids Rice, that it was mostly a good performance for his team, but the other team had some pretty good players too.
Right, and it's so early, right? You're just trying to learn your team. I always said you try to learn your team until probably the end of January, and then settle on some kind of rotation and try to get in rhythm in the last month. So there's a lot of ups and downs. Coach Johnson right there, great coach. He was a great defender. Played some pro basketball, and he really wants the Red Knights to start playing better defense. And I know that's one thing that he thinks that they can improve upon. They definitely got the offensive skill, but They wanted him to play, his team to play defense like he did in college.
There's the starters, Benilde on the left and Breck on the right. It'll be T.J. Stutley, the newcomer from Wisconsin, up against Newton on the tip. Newton controls it to Muhammad. We are underway here, Breck and Benilde. Damian Johnson telling me that they are the underdog here tonight. I said,
I don't think
about that.
But I'd say, pretty even, but they're upper class too, so, I'd say it's pretty even.
Dungy will turn and fire for the Mustangs. No good. Long throw ahead to Wilson. Battled through some contact. Rebound by Guggenberger wouldn't go, but then the third try is good for Fields, and Benilde goes up early.
And that was really a transition bucket, even though it took a few shots to make it, and that's what Benilde loves to do. They ran Shockby off the floor, who's a good team in their last game.
And a drive. Newton, I think, kind of got bailed out there. He didn't have much going, but they're going to get the foul on Stutley.
And Stutley's a real good player. He came over 2 years ago. He's one of the highest recruited players in Wisconsin, and he went to a school in Missouri, and now he's here with the Red Knights. So they don't want him to get him in foul trouble.
Musoki into the lane, and he'll kick it out. Muhammad was bumped there. Guggenberger just got a little too physical into him, and he'll pick up the foul.
And Breck will do that to you. They spread the court, they run some dribble drive stuff, and they really try to get downhill and get the other team in foul trouble. So far, 2 fouls within about 20 seconds.
Newton turns it over. Here come the Red Knights. Guggenberger trying to finish. Too strong with that one and batted out to Newton.
Both teams like to run.
Newton has that one blocked by Wilson. Pretty good defense by Stutley there to just square him up. And they get his chest out front, and then the block came from behind.
Yeah, the Red Knights definitely have some nice size, good overall length. Not any really huge guys, but really long.
And Breck for 2A, not too bad, but yeah, they're definitely the smaller of the teams out here tonight. Dungy with the putback there for the Mustangs, and they're on the board for the first time, and we're even at 2.
And Dungy's another one of those returners who had a really nice state tournament and just a great year last year.
Wilson missing inside, but another offensive rebound, and Fields will go to the free throw line.
Fields real active here early. You can tell he's one of those guys who can get up on the boards.
Musoki will pick up the foul, and boy, you kind of realize that if you have a nose for the ball on the offensive glass, you can get a lot of scoring opportunities with teams that go up and down like this.
Yeah, definitely, especially in, like you just said, in a transition game. Lots of rebounds to be had if you hustle.
Fields makes the first, second free throw upcoming here. That one spins out, but we might have had a lane violation, it looks like. And it's against Breck, so he'll get to shoot again.
Yeah, he came inside the three-point line. Sometimes they don't know the rules. They watch the NBA, you can do that. As soon as the shot's released, you can go inside from the outside the three-point line, but you can't do that in high school.
In the first few games I've seen that called a lot. I wonder if it's something they're maybe emphasizing a little bit this year. So 3-2 Red Knights as Dungy brings it to the front court. Musoki looking to attack, and then a nice dish, and Steinbeck was alone for the layup.
Yeah, Benilde didn't have their rotations down on that time. They went to help on the baseline drive, and the guy in the wing got caught flat-footed.
Nice hook pass to get that one in there. Breck leads 4-3. Stutley to the baseline and was fouled. Look at this nice assist by Musoki. I was surprised he saw him there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass. I think he saw him early and he knew he'd be there.
Newton will pick up that foul for Breck, so Stutley heading to the free throw line. I think he kind of surprised him by the way he tried to moved that ball in his hand there at the last second.
And Benilde did a nice job of setting a back screen there on the weak side that kind of occupied the defense, so it opened up the driving lane.
Short on the second one. So we stay tied up at 4 apiece here in the early going. Dungy spinning, shooting, and scoring.
Very skillful play right there.
I didn't think the D was actually too bad for most of the way anyway, but he got close enough to get a good look.
And BSM, they're definitely getting up on him, so one of the things you have to do in that case is drive if you can. They pressure you that hard.
Pull-up jumper right on the money for Donnelly for the Red Knights.
And, you know, you have to be a special player to be able to even take that shot.
Newton draws a foul.
I was talking to some people who were at the Shakopee game for Benilde, and they said Donnelly was a difference maker in that game. He's a really good player, good point guard with experience. He's left-handed. That was a tough pull-up J he just shot there.
Been interesting that both teams have really looked to attack, but in kind of slightly different ways. Breck's been doing a lot of dribble, drive, and trying to get downhill and maybe drop it off or maybe go all the way.
Yeah, and Benilde runs more of a, you can tell they set screens off the ball and stuff, more of a motion, traditional motion offense, it looks like.
Don't get me wrong, I like watching outside shooting too, but it's kind of fun to see teams attacking the basket a little bit.
It is. Now we'll open up the threes too. I mean, Breck's they're gonna launch some threes, there's no doubt. They shot 33s in the state championship game last year, so they like the three.
Donnelly swinging it over to the wing, and Stuntley shooting that one up no good. Muhammad the rebound. Crossover there, Muhammad just missing a tough shot.
Breck did a good job of getting back on D. They don't really send too many guys to the glass.
Donnelly wouldn't get it to drop. Dungy had it, but then knocked away, and then let's see, this will be a tie-up. The ball will go to Benilde.
You like to see that kind of hustle. It means this game means something to these guys.
Waleed Muhammad will come in, number 5, the younger brother of Mu Muhammad.
And Kobe Willis came in for BSM too. I don't know too much about him. Looks like he's got a nice basketball body.
Also Connor Watts, number 4 for the Red Knights, and lost it there.
Breck applying defensive pressure of their own. I mean, they're going to be a team that, with their size, they're not overly big. They're going to have to get up and pressure people, and Coach Sony liked that. The whole bench was excited about that D. Going to run some kind of set play here. A 1-4 action. A little ball screen on the side.
Oh, that's off a foot. That's a turnover for Breck, as Dungy had it go off his foot. So they trade turnovers there, similar ones, in fact, too.
You know, a team like Breck, that they would like to open the court, spread it, run dribble drive, and then you try to run a set play. Early in the season, sometimes those are hard to execute, you know, and just a simple little ball screen turnover. But you know, I'm sure that play will be effective as they go.
Donnelly dumping it into Wilson. Masoki stays with him, and then it was blocked by Dungy.
Wow, very athletic by Dungy to block the 6'7" guy's shot.
And we get a foul call going against Watts in the backcourt.
The refs are calling a lot of fouls early. I think their philosophy is we call them early, then maybe, you know, the game won't be as reach happy and stuff, but definitely a lot of fouls early.
Aiden Green in there for Breck, number 12, handling, and another quick foul called against Watts of Benilde. So we're pretty early in the game for them to have 5 already, just a couple away from being in the bonus already for the Mustangs.
Little flare screen set.
And that's going to be an illegal screen, it looks like, on Masoki.
I watched that screen. I saw that play developing, and maybe a foul. Might have slid his feet a little, but they're definitely searching out fouls right now.
That was his second already, too. So Teddy Cook is going to check in, presumably for Musoke. Donley gets it back. He's going to shoot that three from the left wing, and it's right on target.
Yeah, Waleed Muhammad is really putting the pressure on him, and he did not like it, trying to draw fouls, but then he answered with a three in his face.
Muhammad, the drive, too strong. Musoke couldn't squeeze that rebound. It's going to be out. Benilde said they thought it was Breck. Yeah, it's off of Breck. Cook will come in for Musoke.
Yeah, the kind of offense that Breck runs, there's not a lot of guys underneath the hoop for rebounding, so one guy usually is going to crash and the other guys are going to get back. But they're so athletic, one guy can probably come in and keep it alive or get the rebound, but that time he knocked it out of bounds.
Benilde leading it by 2 here, 9-7. Fouls starting to mount up, kind of for both teams, but more so Benilde.
Good pass.
Willis missing. Then it's put up quick on the glass, no good. The attempt there for Johnson. Christian Johnson, number 1's in there for the Red Knights.
Christian Johnson looks like he might have played some football. Strong guy. He just got in there, so he just kind of flipped the shot up. He wasn't really warmed up.
Step back three is on the money there for Willis. So 12-7, biggest lead here now for either team is the Red Knights. Newton attacking but missed it. Donley giving it off, and it won't drop as Willis trying to keep his hot hand going there.
Yeah, one dribble, sidestep three. That's a tough shot. He must be confident in his shot.
Dungy jab step. Benilde's really locking down defensively these last several possessions. Waleed Muhammad to the baseline and then threw it away.
Yeah, great D by Benilde right there.
Another look at that Kobe Willis three.
Well, I've learned that about him. That guy can fire it. They had a nice out of bounds set there. A lot of times on out of bounds sets, players they know when they get it, they have permission to fire, and I feel like they shoot a high percentage of those if they get open.
I always feel like part of the reason for that is because your practice drills are similar to that. You catch and you're shooting, and if the defense isn't ready, it's very similar to what you're doing on the practice court.
True, and it's hard to simulate other kinds of shots.
Nice find there and a nice play by Fields to jump over to the other side of the hoop, so any shot block attempt was nullified as he got to the other side. Dungy firing up a three, won't go. Rebound tracked down by Johnson, and
nice
it's all
rebound.
Benilde right now. Stutley trying to post up and tried to skip that one to the corner, but Breck got a hand on it. He's looking for Fields.
I like some of the stuff Johnson's doing out there. I saw him setting that pin screen. Smart player, knows probably his role on the team is to set screens, rebound, play some defense. Now, with all the talent that BSM has on their team, a guy like that is really useful. A little zone action here.
Donley shooting off the back iron. Stutley, though, up for the rebound. He's going to turn and fire. Wouldn't go, and Newton snares it for Breck, but then threw it away right to Donley. He missed it inside, but he gets it back. They're killing Breck on the glass right now.
Yeah, and that's a point guard rebound like that, but he's definitely a great athlete, ferocious competitor.
Stutley looking to attack.
Ooh, nice pivot.
Spin and wouldn't go late in the shot clock, but there's another rebound by Johnson.
Like a travel there, I thought.
Donley missed it, and then this time we're going to get a foul on Johnson coming over the back. Well, you're just seeing most spots on the floor, Benilde's a little bit bigger, and it's kind of showing up right now.
Definitely. I mean, they're able to keep balls alive, and both ends, they're cleaning up the defensive glass, and they've definitely got some extra shots because of their offensive rebounding.
Wilson coming back in now.
Breck's going to have to hit quite a few threes, I think, to win this game. It's good they're trying to break down the defense, but they're going to, with their size, they're definitely going to have to make some three-pointers.
And Muhammad traveled right there, kind of an unforced one. They've looked a little rattled, right? Benilde is definitely kind of taking control of this game.
Yeah, they're bringing the D, and Coach Johnson has to be happy with that. I heard that they did that in the Shakopee game. They held Shakopee under 50 points, and Shakopee's supposed to be a good team in 4A, and they've been a good team for a long time. So definitely a point of emphasis. Again, this 2-3 zone, they're probably trying to get them to launch some threes with a hand in their face. Rebounding is going to be the issue out of this 2-3.
Stutley to the baseline, then drops it off. Keep it rotating here, and Donley missing, but they'll get it right back again, and then a travel call.
They've got Benilde to miss 2 threes when they've been in the zone, but they've given up the offensive rebound every time, or both times, I should say.
I don't think it's necessarily what Breck wants to do, but they're kind of feeling like it's going to be the most effective way to slow Benilde down a little bit. Muhammad driving it, tough shot again, and again Benilde there on the glass as Willis grabs it. Ahead to Wilson. Oh, he missed inside. Putback, though, is good for Fields. He already has 3 buckets, 7 points total. Timeout Breck, and it's the Red Knights up by 9.
Yep.
It almost feels like in some ways Breck's lucky it's this close. They haven't done much for quite a while.
And on both ends of the floor, Benilde is dominating the glass. Second chance right here.
And even though you know your teammate's a really good player, you still assume he might miss and be in position and be ready. And boy, you look at it, I mean, Fields has done a great job on the glass, and Donnelly's had a couple nice rebounds. Johnson's had a couple nice rebounds. It's more than one guy who's getting in there and making things happen.
And it's hard to coach against that. Like, there's not much you can do, especially if the team breaks you down on defense and you got to collapse and help. And if the other team is going to really hustle on the boards like that and they're strong and athletic like BSM, it's tough.
Yeah, you'll always have coaches and even fans in the stands saying block out, which is true and accurate, but it's sometimes easier said than done, especially like you said, if you get,
they put
having
you in
to help
rotation
or whatever.
A little high ball screen.
Newton into traffic. That'll be an offensive foul. He just trying to make something happen, but there wasn't much there. That'll be his second foul.
I'm really impressed with Benilde St. Margaret's taking charge. This is the second time. Fields is a really nice player. He's doing a lot of the dirty work, getting offensive rebounds, defending, taking charges, hitting offensive glass. Great addition to their team.
Stutley kicking it over to Donnelly, looking to drive it in, missed it inside. He thought he was fouled, didn't get it. Dungy bringing it back for Breck. Boy, they've been stuck on 7 forever. And missed that one. Wilson boards it.
I feel like they need to get a bucket here soon, and then maybe they could get on a little bit of a run.
And that'll be a block. Wilson, as he passed it off, colliding with Steinbeck, and Steinbeck will pick up this foul.
Really close. I think he's just sliding a little bit. Depends if he puts his shoulder into him or not. Oh, he started falling early. Okay.
Soki coming back in with those 2 fouls for Breck. They're feeling like they need a little more rebounding help, I think. Stutley attacking from the wing. Step back. Newton got a piece of it, but he got a piece of his arm. And that'll be the 3rd on Newton. Ooh, that does not help Breck's cause.
And that's another reason why they're probably playing zone 2 is just because of foul trouble, trying to keep their guys out of it. And back in man and got a foul right away.
Stutley will go to the line here for BSM. They lead at 16-7, 8:42 to go first half. And again, 3rd foul on Newton, so you'd think he's probably going to have to sit for the rest of the half.
Yeah, I mean, the big debate is usually if you have 2 fouls, you let him play. And a lot more coaches are just saying, well, why? I mean, he's not going to be playing anyway. Let's get him in the game and risk it. But now he can't play, and now if he gets his 4th foul early in the second half, it's a pretty big risk. But down 10 or this early, they had to take the chance.
Second one good as well.
No, these are mine I'm using. He's got one.
Muhammad driving it out to Steinbach, and he pops and buries a 3. A long drought is over for Breck, and they're down 18-10.
Yeah, they're trying to drive in there, but Benilde is definitely long and altering shots and stuff. So the 3-point line is going to be the key. That's a big shot.
Donnelly kicking it back. Wilson buries a 3. First bucket for Wilson.
You got to love it when your 6'7" defender rebounder can step out and stroke the 3.
Battle for it on the floor. Got away from Muhammad, but then Donnelly trying to save it. Breck was trying to get a timeout, but didn't quite work. There's the 3 nailed by Steinbach, and then Donnelly kicking it over to Wilson to help getting there just a little later to recover, I guess I would say.
That was a great pass by Donnelly.
Green in. Muhammad got his finger hurt a little bit there, looks like. Dungy having trouble getting it in, and just did to Waleed Muhammad. Drive and kick, and they rotate, but Benilde getting back into position pretty well. Waleed Muhammad the miss there, and long rebound going to Willis.
I'm impressed with Benilde's, like you just said, positioning on defense. They're really getting their stance, and they are connected.
Whew. Stutley with a nice finish there, and he'll get a chance for a 3-point play. Got all the way to the rim. And that looks like it'll be number 3 on Masoki, too. Yeah. So both Newton and Masoki picking up 3 fouls. Early on, it looked like it was going to be Benilde with a lot of foul trouble, but now things have turned as Breck, 2 of their most experienced and better players, I guess, both with 3.
Yeah, that's obviously really going to hurt them with 7 minutes left in the first half. It's going to be tough for them to keep this one within distance. That was a great drive there, left-handed drive and right-handed finish by Stutley.
Free throw bounces around and drops, and a 14-point Benilde lead.
Let's see if the bench from Breck can.
Timeout taken by Breck.
Smart timeout. You got a bunch of new guys in there. Gather them together. Maybe have a slightly different strategy with these guys in. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sure they're kind of taken aback a little bit about, your home court and big expectations, and Benilde's been giving them a lot of trouble here in the early going.
Yeah, I mean, first time seeing both these teams, and Benilde, I haven't seen them in a couple of years. I just heard about them. They look like the real deal with their length and shooting ability, and like I said, they're connecting this on defense so far. You can tell that's been a point of emphasis in practice for them. They're all in their stance. They're all moving as one, and that's giving Breck some problems.
And Benilde's had some pretty good years of late, but just haven't been able to get out of that really tough Section 6.
Yeah, they got Orono that they have to get through, and Orono just beat Wayzata. Richfield has been pretty good over the last few years. Delano, with Coach Iverson's son on Delano. Not Coach Iverson, but Ryan Iverson, who announces here. His son's a real good player for them. So, yeah, very tough section. And then the way they lost last year on a half-court shot in overtime. Although they made a three-pointer at the buzzer just to get into that overtime. It was quite a game.
Breck, in its second state tournament ever last year, wins the 2A championship. And even though right now, against a good 3A team, it doesn't look like it, I still expect Breck may very well be a contender again in 2A this year.
I agree.
The stop and go move, Dungy, though, it goes in and out.
Yeah, he got a great look right there. Something drawn up nice by Coach Sony, but just didn't quite finish.
Stutley over to Wilson. And that one thrown away. Wilson, I think it was thrown for Wilson, and he cut, and Stutley, they just weren't on the same page.
I was watching the defense more, and it was solid defense. They were helping recovering a lot there on those ball screens.
You never want to see it happen, but let's face it, sometimes in basketball, you cut when the guy's passing, and both of you are like, hey, what are you doing? And it just happens. That's going to be a carry call there against Dungy as he got his hand under that ball trying to go around the defender.
Again, I attribute that to the pressure that BSM's putting on them. They're making them very uncomfortable. And again, that's a good thing early in the season to get exposed to this. And this will make you better. I mean, oftentimes when we'd play a really good team like this, the next few games, we'd be really good because we were used to playing at that fast pace.
Breck in that 2-3. Whoa, what a pass. Underneath, Donnelly to Wilson. He snuck it through everyone.
Great vision, and I love the fact they're not just trying to launch threes there. Even the last possession against the zone, they were cutting and moving and trying to get the ball in the paint.
Wilson coming over for the double, and then he finishes with the left hand, so back-to-back hoops for Wilson.
Full court pressure, man-to-man, run and jump.
And they throw a trap on, and there's another steal. Stutley behind his back, goes in, and had it raked away, though, by Muhammad. Waleed Muhammad to Dungy. Steps around the D and scores.
Great sidestep move, Euro step. Give Muhammad credit for not giving up on that 3-on-1 fast break after getting ripped.
And there's another steal for the Mustangs. First Muhammad, and then we're going to get a foul call there as Fields wasn't happy that they'd stolen it and kind of dove into the body there of Green.
Yeah, I like the fight in Breck there.
There's that great find underneath.
Yeah, that one-hand pass, he brought that ball up high, and then that's a quicker pass than putting two hands on it there.
I will say this, if that doesn't make it through, your coach is going to say, what are you doing? There's a lot of hands in the way there.
Yeah, that's true. He threaded the needle a little bit. He also threw a bullet, and the guy caught it, too.
Green missing on the front end of a one-on-one. 16-point Benilde lead as they hit the front court here. 5:20 to go, first half. Jay Wilcox, Greg Miller with you here from Golden Valley.
It's so early in the season, it's hard even to practice your zone a lot. I mean, you're just kind of going to a 2-3 zone, and the coach has taught you the fundamentals, I'm guessing. But if you're a man-to-man team, you're just probably doing this just to stay out of foul trouble or slow the game down a little bit.
Wilson was quiet early, not anymore. He's had 3 baskets in a row. Pull up here from Dungy, that one no good. Back to Wilson, and then it was knocked away. Let's see, it's going to be out off of Benilde. Is a little behind Fields.
Breck did a good job of matching up out of that zone that time. They kind of got out of their positions a little bit and put some pressure on the ball. Newton's in with 3 fouls. I figure it's now or never if they want to get back in the game.
Dungy down low with that one, and Waleed Muhammad unable to finish.
Shot clock.
Yeah, I think they're going to discuss whether it should have reset or not. Hasn't been as much problem with that as I maybe thought we might see when we went to the shot clock.
I forgot they even had the shot clock the way this game's been going.
Exactly. But
you haven't seen many mistakes in all the games we've been doing.
Not, I mean, here and there for sure, but, I was kind of concerned that might, let's face it, these aren't professionals that are being asked to run the clock at these various gyms. It's just kind of whoever they can find.
True.
Wouldn't drop there for Donnelly. Here comes Muhammad. Switches to the left hand, no good. But a rebound and putback is good for the Mustangs. James Russ, his first basket.
That was a great rebound, real strong, 2 hands, and nice finish. And Breck's been having trouble finishing around the rim. That's one of their best finishes.
Hugenberger had it knocked loose. Muhammad up with the steal.
He's got some quick hands. He's got a few steals here.
Pops a 3, but it wouldn't fall. Donnelly the rebound. I was thinking to Breck, as much as they've been outplayed, if they could get this to 10 or under by halftime, I think they'd feel pretty good.
The last 2 minutes has been some of their best. They've got some steals and definitely playing with some confidence, just not making shots.
Wilson in and out.
But they've got some stops here the last minute or so.
Newton will step into a 3, but no good, and Jalen Wilson rebounds.
And Newton hasn't been able to get many looks, and he's been on the bench.
Ooh, hard collision there. That'll be a block. And I think both guys a little bit banged up. Muhammad does get up. He was called for the foul. Stutley, let's see if they,
they
hit
heads.
heads. Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, he's reaching in there, and that does not feel good. Hopefully he doesn't have a concussion. Sometimes the referees will require a player like that to go out of the game.
And it does not look like they're going to sub for Stutley, so he must
be all right.
Must have said he was all right.
They don't have the benefit of the TV screen like we do either, though. We just saw the heads bump, and they don't probably even know what happened.
In and out on the second opportunity for Stutley, so 17-point Red Knights lead.
BSM's had a chance to blow them out here in the last 3 minutes, and they haven't done so, but
turned it over there. Waleed Muhammad, his shot was going to be blocked, so he tried to pass at the last second.
At the same time, Breck hasn't really taken advantage of it and cut into his lead much either.
Boy, if you'd told them that they would have 14 points with 2.5 to go before halftime against anybody,
right,
they would have said you're crazy.
Yeah, they're usually scoring in the 80s at least.
In and out for Wilson. Newton grabs the rebound.
And they will this year. They're going to score a lot of points. They're playing one of the best teams in Minnesota right now.
Dungy driving, was fouled by Johnson. See if they'll call this a shooting foul. Does not. Well, I mean, it's going to be shooting, but whether it'll be a 2-shot foul or not, or a 1-on-1.
That's early in the season. I haven't seen BSM play too much, but Johnson, he didn't play very much early, and as soon as he got in, he started making the kind of plays coaches love. He's got a lot of clock, so I'm thinking that he's earned some more playing time today, but maybe he is part of the regular rotation all the time. I'm not sure.
Free throw good, and he is got the star by his name as one of the captains too, so you know that kind of tells you that he must be somewhat of a leader in the program too. Dungy made the first, one more coming here.
Both teams are playing, they're both playing really hard. They're both playing under control, you know, physically and, you know, emotionally as well.
31-16, Benilde St. Margaret's with the lead. Last couple minutes going to be pretty important in this one, it feels like, of this first half. Donnelly the drive, kicked it out. Fields bumping off the defender, but couldn't get it to drop, and knocked out by Breck as Donnelly was in there hoping to snare that offensive rebound, and they just had to knock it away.
Yeah, Donnelly's not your traditional point guard who's getting back on defense. He's crashing and very aggressively.
Wilson driving into the lane, up and under move is good. He wanted to draw a foul too on Newton and almost did.
You can tell they teach the Benilde guys to play off 2 feet.
Newton attacking, no good. Almost lost, but they'll get it back. Here's Willis wildly off with that one, but Donnelly gets the rebound. Underneath to Fields. Flipped it up, but no good. Kind of trap in the backcourt there, but Green got it out. Green
Nice
a
fake.
shot fake, and he'll step up and nail a 15-footer. Nice footwork.
Yeah, I remember him getting in the game we did last year. And, he's a spark plug.
33-18, under a minute to go. Breck has kind of battled back somewhat, but still down 15. Wilson kicking it back out for a Donnelly 3, and that was in and out.
Well, Breck definitely hasn't lost their composure. They're still playing hard. They still think they can get back in the game.
Back out to Dungy. That one very short on the rim. Under a half minute to go. Now ahead to Wilson. Layup is good.
Yeah, it was a tough turn of events for Breck right there. If they make that 3, it's 33-21. They're only down 12, and instead they give up a layup.
Wilson did a good job running the court, and they found him too. Under 10 now.
Tough shot.
And a foul there, and Benilde will get free throws with 4.5 seconds to go.
That's good to get on the tape too for Coach Sony, and Edwards was doing that the other game when they played, trying to win the game by himself, and you got to get that ball moving and trust your teammates to get the ball back to you, even though it's been a tough night for him to get the shot, but you definitely want to use your teammates, get shots in rhythm.
One and one, no good. Russ with the rebound. Breck will get a last opportunity at it. And yes,
Finally
that
get
will
one to
count.
drop.
Dungy gets the hoop at the buzzer there for Breck. So our score at the half is Benilde St. Margaret's 35 and Breck 20. We'll be back with first half highlights and stats, and then our second half of basketball here. You're watching great non-conference matchup on CCX.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Mostly Benilde in the first half, although Breck getting a hoop at the end there, chipping away a little bit. 35-20, Red Knights our score at halftime of this one as we check out some first half highlights. A little more Benilde definitely, because Breck found the going tough, but Musoki with a very nice assist there as he found Steinbeck with that wraparound pass. And then Dungy hitting a turnaround, but boy, they had a long drought where they just weren't able to get anything to go. Donnelly rising up to hit the jumper over Muhammad there. He had a stretch where he was tough to stop. Then he gets it out of there, gets it back, and calmly nails a three from the wing. Quick trigger off the inbound there, and Willis, no hesitation, let that one go. Wilson a miss here, but Fields' offensive rebounding was huge in that first half for Benilde. Steinbeck able to knock down a three there, but that was their only three of the first half. And And then Stutley getting an and one, but also picking up a key foul there as well. Watch this pass. Whew. Donnelly finding Wilson, who had his hands up and was ready. That was nice. And then Wilson out running on the break and getting a layup out of that one too. A good look ahead as well by Watts. Here's the last basket. Little hesitation and Dungy banking it in. So kind of allowed Breck to get a little bit of a good feel, I think, coming in into the halftime break. But they know they've got their work cut out for them, certainly. Definitely,
especially the way Benilde's been playing defense. They're really all over them and dominating the boards. At the same time, if you're Breck, you're like, we probably can't shoot any worse than that three-point wise. It's been a challenge just because, they've been contested threes a lot of times. They got to, you mentioned that they didn't have many assists, it seemed like, in that half either, and I think they definitely got to work together a little bit more and get some better look.
See Wilson with 13 to lead the Red Knights, and Dungy, that last basket, gave him 10 heading into halftime. We'll take a timeout, come back with half number 2 here as Breck trying to put together a comeback. Benilde hoping for more of the same. The Red Knights lead it by 15.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Welcome back to Breck. We are about set for the second half as you see Benilde St. Margaret's up 15. They are out on the court, and Breck breaking their huddle now and trying to get back. Yeah, and I think what you said just in the highlights there for Greg was probably mentioned for Breck. Well, let's be honest, we can't play much worse. So let's get back. And I do think that they have a confidence that they can get back in this one. And we've seen enough basketball to know that things don't always just keep going the way that they did in the first half either.
Definitely. And I also felt like Benilde had a chance to put this thing out of reach, like get up by 25, and they didn't do it. So that opened the door a little bit. I still think I like Benilde's chances the way they played that first half defensively.
Newton with a back cut gets his first field goal of the game. He has 3 points now, and of course foul trouble was a part of the reason for that. Stutley kicks it over. Fields will shoot up a three, no good. And Masoki the rebound. Ooh, and then stolen by Stutley. Donnelly will launch a three, no good. Offensive rebound by Guggenberger, and he scores plus a foul. And that is a big telltale reason why Benilde is in the lead in this game. Just a lot of offensive rebounds given up by Breck.
And that time it wasn't in rotation. That was just a missed box out.
And did a good job of just going right through that contact from Muhammad. Guggenberger, Coach Johnson was telling me, has done a lot in fairly limited minutes. He said he's just been really productive as a rebounder, just doing some good things. He said, I knew we could count on him to do something for us, but he's been even better than I thought.
Yeah, he's got long arms and a big body. Him and Johnson make a good tandem there playing that position.
To the corner, Steinbeck, no on the three. Donnelly, 1-on-2 here. He'll wait for a little help, and it's Guggenberger as the trailer. This time blocked. Going to be a jump ball as Dungy blocking that shot. It will stay with Benilde.
Good call by the ref.
Yeah, after the first half, you're just thinking that it's going to be a foul, but it wasn't. It was a good block.
You mentioned Breck hitting 1 3-pointer only, and Benilde only hit 3 threes, so both teams aren't shooting particularly well from the outside. Stutley,
one-hander, no good. Breck looking to run. Masoki for the jam. That's his first basket. Again, he has foul trouble as well. Wilson looking to answer and does exactly that with a little jump hook.
He's got all the moves. Did an up and under with the jump stop earlier. Nice hook shot there. Makes a three, rebound.
Newton kicking it out, no good. Wilson, a strong rebound for the Red Knights.
Another open look. They're just not knocking him down.
Back out for Donnelly. Swings it over to Stutley from the wing, and that's good for 3.
And Stutley's a nice player. Got an inside-out game.
Newton, the drive, lost it, but they get it back.
Nice ball movement.
And Wilson blocked that pass. Donnelly throwing it ahead. And Fields for the layup. 20-point Benilde lead. It has to be a little discouraging for Breck as they came out looking better, but Benilde's still extending it. Now, nice little hesitation dribble there, and Muhammad with the layup. That's his first basket. Boy, no, you'd think if you're Breck, no wonder we're trailing if Newton and Muhammad, neither of them had a basket in the first half. Masoki, I wondered there if he was going to be able to get all the way without a dribble there, but he did.
Yeah, super athletic dunk.
Timed it out perfect and throws it down. But then Wilson just had a quick answer at the other end, and that's kind of, again, a little discouraging maybe if you're Breck.
That was a big answer. And for Breck, Miles Newton just not being able to get off today, and Benilde's length has a lot to do with that. He just got a shot block on the last one, and I'm sure Breck didn't expect that. It's a good thing for Miles Newton to see this competition this early in the season and see what he needs to work on. And to be fair, getting in foul trouble, it throws you out of your rhythm, and it makes it tough. And then the team gets behind and you come in and you try to get it all back quickly. Just so far not his night, but there's a lot of time left, and he's a good player, so hopefully he'll come back in this game.
It goes down. Donnelly going to shake him off there. Donnelly will stop and pop, and he hits.
He's really pounding that ball hard. Got a hard dribble. Nice pull-up.
Newton throws that one away.
Supposed to be someone in the corner, but he didn't look first.
Newton will check out. Waleed Muhammad coming in. Donnelly whipping it across. Guggenberger wasn't ready to put it up. Stutley will shoot and make another 3. Wow. Benilde has answered the challenge of Breck coming out strong, that's for sure.
Definitely. I'm guessing Donnelly has close to 10 assists as well.
Muhammad shooting. And the thing about it for Benilde is you don't get the feeling, let's see, this would be...
I thought that was a good call.
There, yeah. You don't get the feeling that they're doing anything like above what their actual ability is or anything. This looks like the type of team they are.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like having to play with unbelievable amount of emotion or anything like that to get this thing going. They're just methodically, and they're playing hard, but they're just doing, like you said, doing what they do, which is offensive, drive the ball and offensive rebound.
Waleed Muhammad hitting his first basket. But the best that Breck's been able to do is trade hoops. They're down 21.
And Benilde's defense, as we've been saying, has been good the whole game.
Stutley, why not? They backed off him. This time no good. They're going to get a foul on Guggenberger, I think, because he battled to keep that one alive. But I don't think you fault him for that.
He checked by Stutley. I don't think Damian really liked that shot, but sometimes your star players, when they are feeling it, let him take a shot like that.
I didn't mind it because the defender kind of backed off. I mean, it was a pretty long shot, but they weren't really up on him.
Yeah, but no passing in his NBA range, but he's a good player, so.
And there's his steal. Stutley looking to make up for it. Oh, and he's fouled on the way in. And he didn't care for that much. Waleed Muhammad will pick it up. Trying to get his steps right to dunk this one, it looked like, and Muhammad.
Yeah, no one wants to get dunked on. That was a clean play. He just went and slapped at the ball.
Yeah, he ended up kind of catching part of his leg, but I don't think that was, there was nothing out of the ordinary with that foul. And especially when you slow down that much, you kind of almost have to expect that.
Yeah, he stutter stepped, just trying to, like you said, time it up.
Newton now coming back in after a little talking to on the bench here. I think probably, I mean, we don't know, but more than likely they were just saying, settle down, you're trying to do too much.
Yeah, just clear your head a little bit. And he seems calm, and coach is calm with him early in the season. And you're playing a really good team, so.
Stutley makes a pair as he is up now to 15 points, and it's 51-28 Red Knights.
Stutley makes a big difference for Benilde. Gives them a big-time offensive threat.
And he gets a hand on that one.
Kind of got that, that triangle of the point guard, a great wing, and an inside player for Benilde. Surrounding him with good role players. They get a nice squad.
Muhammad stepping right now, goes to Masoki inside, and we get a blocking foul, and that hoop will count.
Wow. It was actually pretty good defense by Benilde St. Margaret's on that one. They were rotating real nice, but nice shot by Masoki.
Watts will pick up the foul as he tried to draw the charge. Wonder too if he might have been so far underneath that maybe contributed to that being a defensive foul there.
Yeah, he probably was inside that circle. And Masoki's a great athlete, man. That dunk he had was nice.
Not able to finish the three-point play though. Oh, and then a steal. Muhammad getting it over to Newton, and he'll throw it down.
Hopefully that gets him going. He needs to have some good things happen here to get his confidence.
So they're back within 19. Still a big deficit, but closer than it's been for a little bit. Here's Watts with the drive, wouldn't go, and here come the Mustangs.
Watts is only a sophomore. He's a good little player.
Newton. Oh, in and out on the three there. Stutley pushing it back the other way. Nice dish over to Wilson. Shot fake and scores.
Got the Stutley-Wilson combination. That's tough.
Muhammad attacking, and he'll score it.
Wow, what a spin move.
Breck really trying to get the tempo up here. We're going to get a foul call.
That's a tough call.
So look at Newton showing off his ability, just going up off 2 feet and hammering that one. And Muhammad finishing. Muhammad just picked up that foul. That was his third.
I thought he was playing pretty good D, and he came and got some help.
You can kind of sense that a couple of Benilde guys feel like he's small, so they're going to kind of go at him and see if they can overpower him a little bit.
Yeah, and he's a tough kid, though. You can tell.
And there's Donnelly with the pull-up. And like in the first half, Benilde a lot of times had the answer when Breck seems to get a little bit something going.
True.
Muhammad, that ball was kicked on the pass, so it'll stay with Breck. Newton will inbound here for the Mustangs. Had it knocked away, trying to go up and under, blocked by Wilson. Newton just kind of had in mind that he was going to shoot that one no matter what, it looked like.
Yeah, and there's a lot of teams in the state. He's going to be able to get away with that move and finish, and against BSM, that's tough. Got too much length.
High pick and roll. Donnelly will fire it up. And kept alive by Johnson briefly, but then the Mustangs get it. Across, and Donnelly blocking that one. Masoki was set up to have that one denied as the pass came pretty late in the game.
Wow, he really elevated on that block. I mean, Donnelly had missed a three-pointer down the other end. He hasn't, I don't know if he's made a three, and he's shot quite a few of them. He made the right read on the pick and roll, but I think he's frustrated a little bit, so he hustled back on D and made a good defensive play.
It looked like Musoki was kind of losing the ball anyway on the way up, but still, it's a block. Well,
he was up there.
No doubt. Green with a nice behind-the-back move. His runner won't go. Offensive foul.
Nevertheless, I really like Green. Because he's got a lot of basketball savvy. This sweet little move he made to get into the paint. Nice floater. Just sometimes on those floaters, you get caught up in the air. Let's see if he's set. That could have been a no call. But either way.
Donnelly driving it and was fouled. Boy, he and Waleed Muhammad were really banging back and forth, and they'll get Muhammad for the foul.
Yeah, Waleed doesn't back down, that's for sure. He tries to play tough D.
And Donnelly wasn't going to back down either, so eventually you knew the whistle was going to have to go. They were going at each other pretty good. Willis will inbound here for the Red Knights. Stutley back in there now. Looking to attack, and a fadeaway is up and good. Showing his whole repertoire here in the second half.
That's a tough shot. That's a lot of practice that goes into making that shot.
Musoki firing from three, no good. They'll get another opportunity though. Green trouble. He's going to pass that one off. I wasn't so sure that he did. He kind of stutter stepped with that same foot, I thought.
I thought the back foot maybe dragged. That's, I think, what they called, but because he was trying to hang on and he was hoping that guy would cut back door a little bit and make himself more available. Great idea. Ooh.
Out for Wilson out high there as he held off Musoki. Stutley, no good. Guggenberger had the rebound, but it was blocked. Green giving it up. Layup good by Waleed Muhammad.
Nice pass by Green. I think the thing that strikes me about Benilde St. Margaret more than anything is their physicality. I mean, they are like grown men out there. They're strong. Every position.
Ooh, that one's sailing out of play.
That's a little flare screen action they run off as a secondary break, but it definitely wasn't open. Just lost control of it.
Christian Johnson back in here for the Red Knights. They are up 19. Breck trying to put a dent in this lead. Trying to go into Musoki, but a nice steal by Donnelly. Donnelly swoops in and scores. Nice bucket.
Oh, that was a great move. Yeah, he's fun to watch.
To Musoki. That one is short. Donnelly out of there with it. Here comes Benilde. Stutley lobbing it for Donnelly. He got bumped. And then Green was fouled. Breck thought it was all ball.
I was wondering why Donnelly gave that ball up so quickly. I'm thinking maybe they had that plan that he's going to get a lob dunk back, but maybe it was just spontaneous. I don't know. I kind of like the pass. I thought it was a simple pass. He could have went in for a layup, but.
There's that previous hoop. Great drive and finish there by Donnelly.
Yeah, Donnelly definitely plays at a different level of athleticism than most of the guys here, and there's a lot of good athletes out here. He's elite.
And they threw the lob, and you see Donnelly had somebody underneath him, and Green looked like he did get basketball there, but it's going to happen once in a while.
I thought they thought Green got his butt into him a little bit maybe and undercut him on the dunk. But
no, the call came after that, though.
Oh, okay.
I kind of thought maybe he did too, but now we get a foul on the rebound going against Benilde. Guggenberger will pick up his fourth. Well, he's getting his money worth. He hasn't
Yeah.
been out there that many minutes, and he's got 4.
Here comes Johnson, I'm guessing.
Wilson will come in for
Wilson was
him.
on the bench.
Waleed Muhammad giving it up to Green. We get a whistle, and let's see, will they count this? The foul was on the pass off. Going to be a defensive foul. Now the official is going to huddle. Breck wants this 3 to count. Going to be interesting if it does.
The whistle came, in my mind, before the shot.
And it was on the pass off, and you see coaches are going to have no basket, differing opinions on what this call will be. It's as he makes the pass right there, Johnson kind of flopping there. Third on Johnson, so Breck will get an inbound on the baseline. They were really hoping that 3 would count, but I think in looking at it again that it probably was correct that it shouldn't. And Johnson's going to get another one, so he and Guggenberger now have 4 as tried to take it from Teddy Cook. Watts and Willis will come back in here for the Red Knights. Dungy looking to attack. And Donnelly fouled him. Turning into a bit of a foul fest here.
Kind of like how the game started, and then there was a while where it got some flow, but now it's foul fest again.
Donnelly, for as much as he's been involved in everything, that's only his first foul.
Yeah, he's an active player, but he's also, I mean, at least in this game, I haven't seen him play too much, but he's under control with his body.
Russ will come back in for Cook now for Breck. Dungy had a good first half with 10, but that's his first point of the second, and now his second point as he makes both free throws, so 59-38 Red Knights.
Good D by Waleed Muhammad.
Yeah, well, the ball lost, and Muhammad will get the steal. Dungy back out for Green.
Green makes stuff happen. He's a smart player. Good hesitation move.
And back out for Dungy here. Shot clock winding down. Do they realize it? Dungy will get it away. It's an air ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation. It was rebounded, but never hit the rim.
Yeah, that's a good call on the ref because we didn't hear the shot clock buzzer go off, but the ref knew that it was a shot clock violation.
Muhammad coming back in for the Mustangs. Donnelly's pass. Willis was starting to come up court and not looking, and so unforced turnover there, and Breck will get the ball back. Timeout taken by Benilde here with 8:22 to go. Red Knights still in the lead, and here's the look at what they've got on the slate. Some more difficult ones coming up, and we're seeing a lot of teams really trying hard to schedule good non-conference games, and obviously these two, that would definitely fit the bill.
Love that. And I know when they play De La Salle, it's for some big trophy game that they have too, so that's always a fun game.
Yeah, they play right before Christmas every year.
And it's at the island, so that'll be fun.
And boy, the next couple, they're pretty difficult opponents as well, with Totino Grace and Moisetta for the Mustangs.
And I like that because the coach's ego of trying to win games and get a winning record, whatever, doesn't enter into play. It's like we want to win in playoff time and we want to play the best to get our guys tested. So I respect that.
I also think you're probably more likely to get kids to want to be in your program if they know they're going to be facing teams like that as well.
True. And they get more excited to play and play hard too.
Muhammad. Now across to Dungy. Lead Muhammad cut off, travel.
I really like the fundamentals of Benilde on defense. I mean, they're definitely in their stance. They're moving their feet. They're talking through screens. You can tell they've been working hard on that in practice.
Stutley back in, driving it all the way, but couldn't get it to go, and Newton out of there with it. Pushing it to Dungy, and layup is good. Back under 20 now. Dump down to Wilson, gets to the baseline, and missed it. Dungy had it knocked away briefly, gets the recovery though. Back out to Muhammad. Shot fake, steps left, in and out. And then Wilson blocks Russ's shot, but Breck will get another opportunity. One of the few offensive rebounds they've had in comparison to Benilde.
Again, missing a wide open three. It's been kind of the story of the game. I was watching Waleed Muhammad play defense against Donnelly in that last possession, and like you said, they're really going at it. Donnelly wasn't too appreciative of how physical he was getting with them.
And Damian Johnson's going to use another timeout here for the Red Knights. Not quite feeling comfortable yet here. We got 7:16 to go. They're up 19. And you see what we've got coming up for you on CCX this week as Wayzata and Hopkins gymnastics matchup, which is always a good one, and that'll be Thursday night. And then Saturday afternoon, it's the first time in a little while that Cooper and Armstrong have played each other in boys basketball, and that one for you on Saturday. And then Benilde St. Margaret's fans, the girls hockey team will be in action against Wayzata. And then Armstrong Cooper taking on Osseo.
Yeah, I'm not sure quite why Damian called that timeout. He called two in a row within like 30 seconds, but it must have been something specifically he saw that he wants to correct.
Yeah, and it's all learning opportunities too, especially this early in the season. But whether you're the team that's up or down, you really coach up these situational things.
Sure. And it's so early in the season that you're learning a lot. All the players are learning, coaches are learning the players, learning combinations.
There's a look at those telecasts again. That girls hockey is Tuesday of next week. And then Armstrong Cooper and Osseo in boys hockey. Getting close to holiday time here. So Newton will inbound for the Mustangs. It's kind of now or never if they're going to really, truly get back in this one. They're down 19. Newton getting a screen and tried to dunk that one, but couldn't get it to drop.
That surprised me. He had a layup. Very athletic move, but missed a shot. We're trying for a lob dunk situation there, maybe.
Donnelly drives, pull-up jumper is good. Wow.
Yeah, likes going to his right to shoot that pull-up. I'm sure a lot of teams force him right, and so then that's his weapon back to attack that.
Muhammad the drive, and he was fouled by Fields. One of the rare times that we saw Benilde not really great fundamentals up top defensively there by Watts, as he kind of let him go by and then tried that reach around, trying to knock it out. Muhammad has a couple of buckets in the second half. It was just 4 points total. That, night in, night out, they're probably going to expect and count on a little bit more from him. Not that he hasn't, played hard and played well in some phases, but not scoring a lot. And same could be said for Newton.
Yeah, I mean, Breck's they're gonna rattle off a whole bunch of wins in a row at some point during the season, and this is just a tough test early.
Wilson back cut there. Looking to go up inside, turns away from the D, but missed it. And Breck will get the rebound. They've done a better job on defensive rebounding in this half, it feels like. And the layup good right there for Russ.
They were really connected on defense, and Muhammad, even though he's not very big, he got there and rotated down and got that rebound. And they are off to the races.
Under 6 to play now. Benilde leads by 18. They're not extending it anymore, but still staying pretty well in command. And there is Stutley knocking down. Boy, both he and Donnelly seem like they've always had the answer at the right time in this game.
They're talented players. They can make tough shots.
Dungy missed it, but he got it back and then was fouled. So look at that last pass ahead, and Russ almost traveled there.
Beautiful one-hand bounce pass on the fast break.
Steinbeck will come back in for Breck.
Getting back to Benilde, Donnelly and Stutley, like you're talking about, they can create their own shot, which is huge, especially in playoff games when everyone's playing great defense and you need to just get something on your own. They both can do that really well.
Dungy missing an opportunity there as he couldn't hit the free throw. They'll be in the double bonus from here on, but that time they're not. Donnelly firing. Steinbeck grabs the rebound, so Breck down by 20 with 5:15 to go. Soki the drive and finishes with the left hand.
Great play by Masoki. They really tried to keep him from reversing the ball with the dribble, and he just crossed over and went with his left. Give and go.
Wilson, an easy layup. Boy, that was set up nicely. The timing was perfect on the pass down to the baseline and then finding Wilson. Steinbeck launching a three from the corner. No good. Stutley out of there with it. Wilson will fire that one up. Oh, that one's off.
Good box out by Muhammad.
Soki, the shot fake, and then floater, no good. Stutley knocked it over to Willis. Drops it off for Fields. Newton wanting to get inside with it, and does, and scores. But might be too little too late for the Mustangs here as they are down 24:06 to go.
Benilde, they just stayed methodical and just, really just kept the pressure on defensively.
And here's another, we talk about learning things. Keep playing. Whether you're the team down 20 or whether you're the team up 20.
And I think both teams are doing that. There's been a couple of miscues, but they're both really well coached teams who've had a lot of success. So that doesn't happen by mistake. You build habits in the program itself. Like, we just play hard, and I've noticed even the body language on both teams is just very business-like. It's not like in your face kind of stuff. Even when they make a good play, it's just like, oh, I'm supposed to make a good play and I'm supposed to get back on defense and play hard. Again, that's attributed to the coaches as well, that their players play with class. So there's a lot of sportsmanship out there, which I always like. Yeah, both teams have a bright future this season. It's going to be a lot of fun to be fans of these teams.
Yeah, we've seen some good teams already. I got the chance to do Hopkins, Totino, Grace last week, and both of those teams are going to be the real deal, as are these two.
Yeah, there's so many good players and good teams in Minnesota. We're lucky.
And meanwhile, a couple of the teams that have been pretty phenomenal of late, Wayzata and Park Center, both started off 1-2. So, it doesn't come automatically. We're finding that out.
I know Wayzata did that either last year or a couple years ago too, and started out kind of slow, and then I think they won state.
Yeah, they were 0-3 and they won the state title. Musoki for Newton, and that one up and down the court in a hurry.
And that's something that BSM was able to do really well the whole game, is get back on defense. They didn't allow that kind of stuff to happen until just now.
The stoppage is because Donnelly looks like he hurt his leg.
Hopefully cramping up, I hope. But, you know, now he's holding his ankle. You got to keep your shoe on. They never want you to take it off if it's your ankle.
Maybe we can see what happened as he made that cut. I wonder if he landed on his foot a little bit there.
I bet he did.
I'm always kind of amazed that doesn't happen more often in
I know.
basketball, really. I mean, everybody that's played has had that happen. I mean, you've maybe been on both sides of it.
Especially on three-point shots. And I like what the NBA did. They made that a I don't know, flagrant foul. That's what they call it if you put your foot underneath a three-point shooter. Even in practice, I used to really be hard on our guys if we have a closeout going underneath our own shooters.
So let's hope Donnelly's going to be okay. You know, if not tonight, at least not be out for a long time. Stutley picked up his dribble here. Now gets it to Wilson. Stutley driving into the middle, no good, but kept alive by Johnson. I don't know that they needed to shoot it again quickly, but when you're a good shooter like Kobe Willis, you'll take that.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful stroke. You saw that early in the first half.
Newton launching a long one, no good. And Red Knight's going to slow it down a little bit here as we're under 3 minutes to play, and they are up 70-49. Kind of wondered what to expect in this one, and finding out Benilde is pretty good. Breck will be and can play better than they did tonight, but
now an issue for Benilde right now, you can see is it looks like Donnelly's their only point guard. Although I guess they got the sophomore that he played a little bit early. Maybe Connor Watts can play some point guard as a sophomore, and they could play Stutley there if they had to. But definitely a big piece of their team is having a traditional point guard that they have who could break down the defense.
Newton going to launch up another one. That one was wide left. He tried to sell it as a foul, but didn't get it.
Like we talked about, learning experiences, you know, you can't make a 20-point shot, so get a good shot every single possession, don't launch.
Muhammad giving it up to Masoki. A little step back is good. The
Like that.
fans thought he traveled, but no goal.
But nice attack in the rim.
Wilson lost it as he spun with it. Newton denied there by Stutley, and then Wilson's way ahead of everyone, and he will get the dunk.
Julius Randle play there. Don't get back on D so you can get the dunk.
Musoki letting it rip, but that one is short.
So it looks like Stutley will be the point guard. They, you know, because it's going to happen in the playoffs, or Donnelly's going to get in some foul trouble or something. I know that's a long time away, but that's what these teams are thinking about, going to the state tournament and winning it.
There's Wilson finishing that one off.
Great football pass there.
Well, Newton made it all this way after he got three very early. That's the fourth right there, but obviously the game pretty well decided by now. Subs coming in. James Benn, Ezra Satra, number 1, coming in for Breck. Russ is back in there. Green is back in there. Walid Muhammad as well. Stutley no good on the free throw. First time in for Benilde. Meach Williams Jr., number 13, a freshman.
It's a great pass by Green.
And Benilde taking timeout, just not actual timeout, but stopping so they can get Owen Gerton into the game and Studley out. Willis will inbound here for the Red Knights, who are going to go to 3-0 on the season.
It's going to be fun to follow these teams as the season progresses, now that we've seen them. See how they do against the best competition in the state when they play those really good teams.
Johnson trying to whip that one inside. It goes out of bounds. More subs here. Cameron Best, number 20, coming in. Dropped off inside, up in traffic. Russ, no good, and rebound by Best. And we get a foul on the way up court as Williams tried to split a double team. And we get Waleed Muhammad for that one.
Nice rebound by Best. Got up there with 2 arms, 2 hands, and I like that kind of 2-hand fundamental rebound.
Meach Williams Jr. headed to the free throw line here for the Red Knights.
You know, there's a decent crowd here, but it hasn't, I guess, been a lot for Breck to cheer about. I was expecting maybe a little more raucous environment, but it's a Tuesday night too, so I think on a Friday night this might have been more amped up.
And I don't know what we have. Is this is a question on a scorebook issue or anything?
And you don't want to tee right now because a person who got in at the end of the game had the wrong number in. Been guilty of that before.
Williams gets his name in the score column there, first free throw. Donnelly having ice on his ankle is about the only thing about the night that the Red Knights aren't going to love.
And it happened with 3 minutes left in a 20-point game, but I mean, 20-point game, and nowadays, when you're a coach, it doesn't seem like much.
Travel called there. Yeah, I didn't feel like, you know, why didn't you have him out or anything like that?
Nah.
They didn't quite have it put away.
Right. It wasn't time to do that, and they're just trying to get rhythm as a team. It's just basketball. Sometimes you're going to get hurt, and you got to learn to play. Like if a guy's in foul trouble or if a guy gets hurt.
Willis missing. Best pull-up jumper, no good. Red Knights still hitting the glass. Oh, and an opportunity for Ford Nicholas one drop. And the trailer there, unable to get that one to drop, was Satrin. Willis launching a 3 as the final seconds tick down. And that is going to do it for this one here tonight. It is Benilde St. Margaret's staying in command pretty much the whole second half here and win it by a score of 74-51. Not the best night for Breck, but like we talked about, Greg, I mean, I think they're going to have a pretty good team going forward as well. And Benilde, there's a lot to like with that team. They're going to be definitely one of the best 3A teams around.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Breck because usually Breck's going to be the quicker team. And in this case, the quickness was neutralized and they were not as big, you know, and so definitely Benilde hurt them with their size and their quickness and their skill. I mean, and props to Benilde St. Margaret's. They definitely are going to have a really, really good team. And, I mean, maybe this is the year they break through and get to that state tournament. I know that's what they really want.
21 for Wilson, 19 for Studley to lead the way for Benilde, and 14 points for Dungy to lead the Mustangs. Hope you enjoyed this one here tonight. Happy holidays from all of us at CCX. Again, your final is Benilde St. Margaret 74 and Breck 51. Good night from Breck School.